How's it going? Hope everyone had a kick-ass weekend. My weekend was pretty hectic, and all the past few weeks have been extremely hectic for me. I've mentioned it on here before about my ship being in a maintenance period right now, so that just got about quadruple the amount of work happening since we went into dry dock and having to cut out some steel that was corroded and less than 1/8 of an inch thick, and going through the process of dry docking the ship and getting that steel replaced. It's been a process, I'll just say. And you guys know me as someone who is very intentional with my time. I've got it scheduled out. I've got plans. I really have a lot going on, and I can't afford not to plan or be intentional with my time. And this period of time that I'm going through right now is, I'm not gonna lie, it's been very challenging to me because there's a lot of going on, a lot of stuff that is being thrust onto my lap, and a lot of decisions are being made. A lot of coordination has to happen to get all the pieces in place, because I'm actually coordinating the efforts of two primary contractors on two different contracts, trying to get work done at the same time. But I'm saying all this to lead into what I want to talk with you guys about, and that is how to deal with randomness when you are being intentional with your time, when it seems like other people around you don't have that same level of intentionality, that are just trying to get their stuff done, and it's just really challenging and seems overwhelming to you. And I've been doing a lot of thinking about this today, and it's been a great learning lesson for myself. But the first thing that I will tell you guys that I've learned is that things aren't random. The thing that makes things random primarily is your perception of the events that are going on around you, because there are many different segments of shops or departments that are getting specific things done, and the buck kind of stops with me. And I just had this thought today, like, hey, you know what? It's not random. All these guys are trying to get their things done, and it's my perception of those things that are happening that is making it seem random. So the way that you combat that is you have to anticipate what is going to happen. And because it was seemingly being random, it's telling me that I am not anticipating or effectively planning out my time. I have other ideas about what should be happening, and I need to open up the lines of communication with those people that I know I'm going to have to interact with. So I'm doing a piss poor job of communicating with those people on a daily basis, so that I'm keeping my finger on the pulse of everything that is going on. So things seem random when you don't pay attention to what's going on around you, and you don't have the perspective and like I said, the finger on the pulse of what's going on. And that's my fault. And I just need to take a round turn and up my efforts in communicating and over-communicating with everybody that I know I have to work with on a day-to-day basis, and not assume that, they're just going to leave me alone for me to concentrate on a particular task at a particular time. I really need to be proactive in that effort, and I would encourage you to do that yourself if you kind of find yourself in a similar situation that I'm describing. And the second point that I'll make here is that 99% of people out there are just kind of skating by, killing time. That not everybody has the same mindset as I do, or perhaps you do, and that you also have to keep that in mind. So you just have to, again, anticipate the fact that you are going to deal with people who are random and unintentional with their time. And I do this with my clients. I need to look back and maybe go through this process again myself. But I always have my clients have an anticipation, like emotion type playbook when you start to feel this feeling bubbling up inside you. How do you react? And basically journal that reaction, and figure out a more appropriate, a more strategic way of dealing with that emotion. And I need to do the same thing with people who are unintentional with their time and are seemingly random with the way that they operate. So, it's an inevitable part of life, and I just have to kind of suck it up and only control the thing that I control, and that's my actions and reactions to what happens around me. And it can be overwhelming, but as I got to think about this, and really, I encourage you also to develop this self-awareness. I do this with meditation and whatnot, just kind of sitting with your thoughts and just analyzing them and thinking about whether this is the right way to look at things or not. So that really helped me out today, kind of falling back on that practice. And I just wanted to share this experience with you guys, and hope that gives you some ideas and I don't know, maybe some better ways to handle randomness in your life. So I'll leave it there. If you guys haven't done so already, go ahead and drop me a quick comment. Let me know that you're here. Appreciate the comment there, Chris. Anti-fragility, yes, exactly. Best laid plans always have issues. Yep. But that's no excuse not to make plans, because if you have no plans, things are going to be completely random. But anyways, if you're catching the replay, make sure you drop hashtag replay in the comments. And if you have any comments, I'll be checking this video for a while, and feel free to drop them in as well. All right, guys, that's all I got, and I'll chat with you later.